a mother. So crank it up! Put some of that party in my cup.
Hi guys, I'm going to share with you my ongoing learning experience with line dancing. This is a newfound love of mine. While I have really enjoyed my time on the dance floor, it's been more of a struggle to learn some of the dances than others. And while I may have looked like a train wreck at times, I held on to my growth mindset and kept stomping through. When I first went to Moonshine Beach about a month ago, I instantly fell in love with the place. The country music, the country culture, and the line dancing. I knew I wanted to learn how to line dance. Thankfully, a friend of mine, who is basically a professional, offered to take me under her wing. Now, there are three main ways that you can learn how to line dance. The first way is to have someone teach you, in my case, a friend, or take some lessons somewhere. The second way is watch tutorials online. And the third way is just go out there and wing it and try to keep up with everyone else on the dance floor. Now, I thought I got super lucky because I had a friend of mine who could teach me everything that she knew. Turns out that she's not the best teacher, so it was then that I realized I was actually going to have to teach myself a lot, and it was going to take way more practice than I had thought. The steps of learning how to line dance are simple. The first is to learn the steps. The second is to try it out with the music. And the third is to dance and practice and keep practicing. Unless you're doing the whole wing it thing, then you're kind of doing all three steps at once. The simpler line dances were obviously easier for me to pick up on. I was able to just kind of stand behind her on the dance floor and watch her do the steps, and I would just eventually pick it up on my own. The real problems started when the dances got more complicated and there were all of a sudden a bunch of spins and restarts and all this other madness going on in the dances. So that's when I really had to challenge myself and try other ways to learning it because there was no way I was going to pick it up on the dance floor. There's this one line dance called Aces and Eights, and it's literally to the best song. It's definitely a little bit more advanced than the line dances that I have learned, but it's to such a great song and everyone's having such a great time that I felt like the biggest loser on the sidelines because I couldn't keep up with them. So the next morning I woke up and I spent over 2 hours watching this YouTube tutorial of a 3-minute dance, and by the end of my time I still couldn't figure out which was right, which was left, which was right, left, right. It was so frustrating. I was like, okay, this is just not possible. I'm not going to learn this dance. The next time that I went out with my friend, I showed her what I could do of the dance and what I couldn't do. And from there, she was able to help me for once and show me which part of the dance that I was really getting stuck on. She clarified it and I knew the steps, so that night I went out and I tried it with her. And it was so much fun. I had such a good time doing that dance for the first time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely didn't do it perfect, but as the dance continued, the steps that I was struggling with, they were becoming automatic to me, and next thing I know, I wasn't even thinking about it and I was just doing it, and it was such a great feeling. Since I've been line dancing more often, it makes me really happy to notice that automaticity just takes over when I'm on the dance floor. I get to really enjoy the music and enjoy the dance instead of just focusing on which foot goes next. So it makes me really thankful that my brain is plastic and has grown with every failure that I faced while trying to learn these dances I can do now. According to Dr. Tate, nobody knows ahead of time how long it takes anyone to learn anything, and failure is normal, which is something that I'm going to hold close to my heart when I try to learn this new dance called Chill Factor, which is 100 times harder than Aces and Eights. But hey, I learned Aces and Eights, I'm sure I can learn this one too. I'm really thankful for Dr. Tate's recognition of the fact that failure is normal, because if not, this whole trial and error experience would have been pretty embarrassing, but it was actually kind of fun and I was able to laugh at myself and it wasn't a big deal. I mean, I'm learning something new. It's going to take some practice. So if anyone ever wants to go line dancing, hit me up. I'm always down. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Looks like you need another, so let me mix you up a redneck.
Created using Powtoon.